Okay, I think I got it working properly how I want it. Make sure I got okay, I think I got it right. I'll make sure I have everything set up properly. Sorry guys, I'm trying to learn how to do this. There we go. I posted it correctly now. Because I thought I posted a broken link. I'll delete this one. I'll retweet it now. There we go. Wow, if I knew how to sorry guys, I am terrible at this. As you guys can see, I don't do this very often. Okay. We got it now. Oh, Sabrina's on. Figure out a live stream real quick. You should low-key hop on live. What's up, Mike? Oh, wrong link. Sorry, guys. Wrong link. I'm trying to invite people. If anybody wants to hop on. What's going on, Mike? How you doing? How's everything with you? This is I decided to test out the live thing with StreamYards because I know you use it all the time, so I figured why not test it out, see how it works. It's just a test. Pretty much. Trying to see how it works because I never use it personally. The only time I used it when I hopped on your stream. Getting there, you're on lunch. That's good, man. Good to hear. Glad you're doing good. Glad everything's good. Everything's okay. I've been watching some of your streams lately on the Lottery's Life. Or Lottery of Life, sorry. Lottery of Life. Wow, I can't speak today. Yeah, go ahead. Feel free to jump on to help me test it because I have no idea. I never tested out that feature yet. Like I said, the only time I've used it is when I hopped on your stream. So feel free to hop on and just speak. Do whatever you want to do. Just see how everything works. Catch up. And that was my girlfriend, by the way, on the chat. Okay, let's see. I think my audio's fine. I'm getting the chat fine on StreamYard right now. So I can see everything. I can see what everybody's saying / talking about. Yeah, she decided to pop by before she starts doing all of her homework. A little bit of free time. Get that going. Seems to be working fine. I like this this whole layout. It's very easy to use. I was able to add my own banner, as you can see. I decided to go green to see what it looked like. It's I don't know if I feel the green. I decided to give it a little go. Maybe in a few minutes people will come in. We'll test it with other audiences and see how it works. And maybe I'll start using this more often, streaming every now and then when I have time, free time, maybe before work, and see how everyone's doing. I also want to figure out how to make an intro for this. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people make intros and they transition into that video that they have pre-uploaded or something like that, and they can transition back to a live feed like how I'm speaking now. So I kind of want to see if I can do that. And my webcam, I gotta fix that quality because I look very bright, but for some reason I can't find the options on my computer anywhere. I don't think I have it on my desktop. I should have it on my desktop. Rookie mistake, I know. Maybe I accidentally deleted it. It's a good chance I deleted it by accident because I'm notorious to do that. Deleting things off my computer that I shouldn't delete. I see you can create a banner too. I'm not sure what that means either. Oh, there's Mike. What's going on, Mike?
Hey, what's up? See if I need headphones or just earplugs.
There we go.
Can you hear my air conditioner going
on today? Yeah, I can hear it in the background.
Hold on. A little better. Yeah, like I said, I just got off for lunch, so I was like, oh, I'll go chat with Mike for a second.
Let's hop on for a little bit.
Yeah.
So how you been, man?
Like I said, just hanging in there. It's just really, really weird. I mean, you're in the same state as us, Florida.
Yeah. So I get to witness it all.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, it's just a little strange going out, and you know, last week it was like a ghost town. Like everybody got afraid. They all like, you know, driving up to the mall. I met somebody to sell something. Drove up there and it was like empty. You know, like on Christmas Day.
I believe it. I mean, the grocery stores are starting to look like that too at some points. Since we close early at 8.
Yeah.
There's been times that people don't show up for the last 2 hours before we close, and it's just completely dead. No one.
Wow.
Yeah.
How are you as far as like stock and everything? You all getting stuff back in, or?
We recently got all of our canned goods in, most of it at least, so it's looking a little fuller than it was like 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Slowly but surely, but the paper aisle's still empty.
Yeah. There's a Dollar General like right near us, and they're getting like their store brand, their generic brand or whatever. I guess because they had a warehouse full of it. They're getting some of that in, but all the name brands and everything are, you know, just completely out.
Yeah, no, it's everywhere, really. I mean, it's so much demand and not enough people to put it out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's why I think this is going to drag on for a while, because it's, even if they say people can get back out or we flatten the curve or whatever, you still got to restock it everywhere, you know. And even if people got money, I mean, if it's not there, you can't buy it.
Exactly, and it's, I don't know, it's like you said, it's gonna be a while before like the stores get back to normal and then everything starts to settle down a bit. So
yeah, I mean, how would you feel? I mean, how soon do you think it'd be before you go anywhere like a big crowd, like a concert or even like the mall or any, you know, hanging around with, you know, a bunch of people?
Well, the thing is every day it seems to be getting a little worse when it comes to like people getting together and the virus kind of getting out of control. So I feel like it's going to be maybe past May. They're saying till May. Some people are saying till June. I feel like it might go a little bit longer, honestly.
Yeah, it's going to be
firsthand, you know.
Yeah, it's going to be it may get rough here. So
yeah, it is. And then I see that they passed the bill to help everybody out a little bit. I think it's what, $1,200 a month.
Yeah, is it a month?
Yeah, something like that. I think $1,200 a month, or something along the lines like that. I'm not entirely sure, so don't quote me on it. But
oh, I don't know, because I did a tweet about it. I'll have to go look it up too. I thought it was actually like a one-time payment thing.
Yeah, I mean, some people are saying it's like a monthly thing until a certain amount of time. It could be a one-time deal. Who knows? But
Yeah,
see,
I
man,
think
time to
I
tell.
think what they did was a one-time payment like that, and then what they did is the people who get like unemployment. I think the max for unemployment used to be about 275, and they raised that like $600.
Oh wow.
So you don't, so that all these people are on unemployment, you're not like, losing your house and everything because, there's, that's supposed to be like a temporary thing to kind of hold you over, find another job. And, um, this kind of like unforeseen and for you to try and, manage your household on, like a fraction of what you used to make is just, just because of, the virus going around. That's kind of nuts if you think people like start, getting foreclosures and shit because of a pandemic.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of people are hurting right now.
Yeah.
A lot of people, and I see it all the time. People coming in barely making ends meet to buy groceries. On top of
Mhm.
that, so it's
Well, that was the scary thing, or I don't know, scary or sad or what. But when people are going out and like hoarding, going out and grabbing everything, there's some people, like you said, they live paycheck to paycheck and they barely make it by. They can't afford to go out and buy 2 cases of toilet paper and paper towel and sanitizer. They buy what they can get. I don't buy that much. When we get halfway done with our pack, we go buy another one. That's not, I don't buy a bunch. So, when people are going out and they got the money and they start, hoarding and stuff, and the people couldn't afford it, and then they end up on the short end of the stick.
exactly. I know it's. I don't know, man. It's gonna look really rough, like you said, in the next few weeks, maybe months.
Yeah.
When it comes to that, so I mean, scary stuff, man. Scary
Yeah.
stuff.
Cool. Tell me about your channel. What you got planned?
Right now, recently, like I said, my goal is to get to 10,000, start uploading vlogs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just provide more content for everyone because people love the reaction videos, of course. I'm sure they will want to see firsthand what I do behind the scenes and kind of show them the process of it all.
Yeah. Cool.
So
You have like fans and that kind of follow you and
yeah,
watch each
yeah,
one and that.
yeah. So I mean, I do polls a lot on the community tab. That's what
Mm-hmm.
people like to see in the future.
Right.
So I mean, that's how I get my engagement on what I should upload, what I shouldn't upload, type of stuff. Kind of get a feel for it.
Yeah.
It helps out a lot. People are they'll gauge. They'll say what's on their mind. They'll let me know what works, what doesn't work, what they want to
Yeah.
see, what they don't want to see. So I mean, it's a cool feature.
Right. Do you have merch?
Not yet.
Not
Maybe in
yet.
the future. I don't know. I haven't decided if I want to kind of launch something in the future.
Yeah, that's kind of, I haven't even got in it yet. I've been kicking around the idea, but I see people with like 100 subs or whatever, going to buy my merch, and yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. But
Yeah,
if you get to 10K, you get the shelf.
yeah.
Uh,
I heard about that. I've noticed. I mean, I'm pretty excited about that, but I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna use that yet. Maybe I should
mhm.
wait. I don't know. But
Yeah, yeah. Be patient. I mean, if you don't need it, like I said, I'm over 20,000 and I haven't even started it yet. But people out there, they get eager and it's like a friggin' money grab, out there. They're trying the best, when there's so many different revenue streams that you can make. I hate asking people for just, I think when they buy your merch, I feel like there's got to be some kind of value exchange, like either they're a fan, and they're
mm,
getting that out of it, or that they're, I hate to just ask for money, and that's what it seems like, when you're doing merch, because basically either you're a fan or you're asking somebody to walk around with your name on their shirt or mug or something, like advertising.
yeah,
So some people, they got their fan base. It's good if you can build up your fan base and you get that loyal, and then you put that out there, instead of, all the time just constantly looking like, hey, buy this, buy that.
hmm yeah. No, I see what you mean though. But like you said, it's for a lot of people, it's a form of advertising. You
Yeah.
get people walking around with your name on your shirt, and they're like, "Oh, who's this guy? Why is he this name everywhere?" And then people Google it, YouTube
Yeah.
it, whatever it is. But
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'll launch merch anytime soon.
Yeah. But at least you'll have that available once you pass that 10K, when you decide to do it, you'll have that available.
It's pretty cool. I mean, I heard there's a few other features too that YouTube unlocks for you once you hit 10K, like the story, which I don't know how that works either. Because I don't know how
Yeah,
it works. All
that's what
systems.
I got a cheap, crappy phone, and I'm like stubborn until it doesn't work. I'm not like getting another one. But
Yeah.
like you, when you pass it, you just get stories. It's just like Facebook and Instagram, and it's just like doing quick little videos. You walk around, you just, hey, like you said, like your poll, what would y'all like to see, or blah blah blah, and then it goes away. So it's like ethereal. Uh,
Okay. So kind of
so
like an update kind of thing as well, like a live update or like live video of yourself updating the situation or whatever the case
right,
might
it's
be.
just stuff that people watch, and then it goes away. So there's a little less like apprehension about like it's going to be perfect, or that it's just a quick one off, and it's gone. So yeah, if I had a better phone, I'd really utilize that. So that's another good one.
Yeah. Sorry for the noise in the background. It looks like someone's cutting the grass outside.
Yeah, that's all right. That's what me. I'm working. I like my garage, and I've got this. I'm right near the garage door. Seems like that's why I started doing it late at night. Even my gardening one, I'd rather do it during the day outside, but I'm right in a neighborhood, and every time I get ready to do something, the landscaping crew pulls up, and they all get out. I'm like,
Yeah. Oh, here's a bunch of loud noises. Yeah. I might
yeah,
have to take that as a initiative to start doing that at night.
yeah, yeah.
Just
So
a lot quieter, less noise, less people yelling in the background, probably. Uh,
yeah. So this is you're on StreamYard, right?
yeah. Yeah.
Is there when you first went on, did you click the little it says disable audio processing or something? There was like a little box to check.
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
Yeah, if you've got a good headset and a good microphone,
Yeah.
um, but that's for like podcasters. Uh, that if you click that, you'll really hear like everything that's going on.
So,
But if you just leave it the way it was, like default, if you didn't mess with it, StreamYard will actually filter out a little of it, so you won't hear too much. Uh, Somebody was doing like a cooking video, like a little tutorial, and it looked a little weird because they're chopping and cooking in a frying pan, but you couldn't hear it because it took all that as background noise that you could hear them talking, but that
yeah,
was
yeah.
filtered out, so it looked like they weren't really cooking. But so yeah, the little noise in the background, you can hear it once in a while, but it kind of dies down a little, and it's not all that bad.
Oh, that's interesting. So it's like a white noise filter in a way.
Yeah, yeah, it's it's free software, so it's not like the best in the world, but
Mm.
it does help a little bit.
Yeah, but free is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm happy
Oh,
it's
yeah.
free.
You're asking about like the intros and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're gonna have to get like the paid version,
Okay.
and then you can put overlays, get rid of this duck up here, and you can put your logo up there, and you can either have a background or you can have an overlay which goes over the front, or you can have a background. It won't be in behind a view like this. That's a green screen, which you can do
Yeah.
now. The green screen's on there, right?
Yeah.
So you can either do that, or you can have just a background. So when, like, if you take both of our pictures right now, squeeze it down small, there's just a black background. I think you can it has that black one or something with like leaves or something on it.
Hmm.
You can actually upload all your, whatever backgrounds you want. And then to do the intro, you can do up to like it's either 15 or 30 seconds, and it's got to be under 10 meg or something. So it can't be a huge file. It's got to be something short.
Yeah.
Uh,
Short, simple, lower
yeah,
quality.
yeah, and then you can pop those in, and what you do is you just click on it, and it pops up, mutes your mic, and it plays and then shuts off. But it's good for little stings and stuff like that too.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that too to make it look more professional when I go live. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just those little things, because everybody's doing this. StreamYard, a couple months ago wasn't that, they were new. Now
Mm.
everybody's talking about it, but most of them are on like just the free version. So they
Yeah.
come like this and just talk and have the little duck up here. But if you just add, a couple extra little things, I don't know. Do you have a Facebook following or anything?
I have a bit
A
about like
little
I
bit,
think 50 people.
because if you're on the paid version too, you can stream to both of them at the same time, and uh,
Oh.
what do you call it? I like my hydroponic channel. I've got a group and I got a business page. And so when I go live on YouTube, I'm actually going live on Facebook at the same time. Whereas I was doing like both of them one after the other, and it was taking me like twice as long. I think it's $25 a month for StreamYard, and now I go on at one time and just knock them both out at the same time.
That's not bad. $25 a month to have all these features.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might consider that because I do have a little bit of a following on Facebook. They engage with the post all the time, so I feel like that'll be a cool, neat thing to do. Go live here and there at the same time and kind of combine them.
Yeah. And then, so about all the stuff because they didn't have this when StreamYard first started, but you can also write from your chat. You can click on it, and you can like block people, or you can kick them from the stream.
Yeah.
And then they get stuck in the basement down there, but you can also kick them out of there now too.
Oh, really? So like kind of completely get rid of them out of the chat?
Yeah, because before, if they left like off the screen, they just hang out down there or something. Now you can kick them out. I think, and then in your chat, you can boot them from just like this stream itself, or you can permanently block them. But I think if you permanently block them, then you got to go back in the settings, if they go, I'm sorry, and, to actually let them back in.
Yeah.
So there's a couple neat little things, and they got the little ticker now that they didn't have. You can put banners, up at the bottom, and you can ask a question, of your audience or something, or say, don't forget to hit the like button. You can type it in as a banner, and it'll crawl across the bottom as a ticker.
Well, that's pretty cool, though. That's a cool feature to have.
Yeah, if you look over on the right side where, it says banners or whatever. Yeah, so there's two that just started too, the little ticker thing. Before it was just one little banner across the bottom, like on the lower third.
Huh. It's interesting. I might have to play with that in a little bit, see how it works.
Yeah, cool.
Some interesting stuff.
Yeah. So, Mike, your channel's doing pretty good. I mean, you're up to like 10K now, and I mean, you're just about there. But
pretty
it's
close.
all this. Like I said, I've seen reaction videos. Like I said, are really good. But you also like test and experiment too. I see you doing like different things like Eurovision and or whatever, and different things. You don't like just like go all in, and like some people are kind of hard headed. They do one thing and say this should work, and they just keep doing it over and over. And I see you like testing with different things and what does, and then you threw your vlog in like for a couple of them to see if that's all right. And so that's how you got to make it on YouTube is you got to just keep throwing stuff against the wall and seeing what sticks.
Yeah, man, you just gotta test the water sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's most of what happen is people won't watch it. If you throw something new out there, and then you learn, okay, that's not what to do now. That's all. And people just get scared by that too. Like when things start to tank a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just take it as feedback, saying, okay, now I know for next time not to post this kind of video and maybe try something different down the line and see what happens.
Right.
So,
right.
I mean, it doesn't necessarily hurt you in a way, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
Not if you do it every day, you know what I'm saying? But
right. Yeah, if you just totally confuse people, it's one thing. But yeah, just tossing one up now and then is not. And YouTube, actually, their creator studio, it pops up and tells you, to try different things.
Yeah, so they kind of encourage it for creators,
Yeah.
So,
it's funny. I'll get a little message will say like, you got so many views this month, or you got so many subscribers, you got so many views this month, and then it puts that's a little lower than average or whatever, and try something else, or and it's telling you, oh, you're doing a little this or that, and I'm like, that's you. You're supposed to be giving me the impressions, whatever.
Exactly.
Like you made fewer impressions this month or something. I'm like, me? I thought y'all were the one putting impressions out, and we were the click through rate. Those numbers. So it's kind of funny seeing some of the advice that pops up.
I know it's interesting, but I mean it helps in a way.
Yeah.
It just depends how you take the information, or if you just say, it's just a weird pop up, let me ignore it, type of thing,
Yeah.
So, it's cool stuff though. You learn a lot.
Yeah. So you doing YouTube, and you say you got a little bit of people on Facebook. I know I see you over on Twitter. So you're like on like all the platforms and everything, and
Yeah, I try to get active. I mean, a lot of influencers on YouTube, like especially like people like Roberto Blake, Gary Vee or etc. They always say to be active on like at least 3 social medias
Mm-hmm.
to kind of get yourself going because you're increasing your reach that way. You have your Twitter reach, your Facebook if that's your other one, and then YouTube. So the more reach you get, the more eyes you get on you.
Right.
So it's a good way to kind of help grow, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So I kind of
Yeah.
use it to my
So
advantage.
that's what I'm learning over on like TikTok. Is that I get comments now that are like, the things that I think like everybody has seen, like here on YouTube, if there's like off-grid hydroponics or whatever, I think
Mhm.
there's like videos that have millions of views, like, all kinds of people have seen it. And I post a little TikTok and someone come on and go, what's that little white container or whatever, and have no idea. And so, that kind of helps you mentally, realize that there's over 7 billion people on the planet, that, whatever, however saturated you think things are, that there's some people that have never heard of something.
Exactly. There's always people out there that are new to you, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Yeah. So are you having fun with I mean, do you like doing the reaction videos? Was that something you did and it got traction, or you like music and you like listening to it and reacting to it?
Yeah, I mean it's I do love doing it. It's something I did before, but I never kept it on YouTube. It was kind of like because I had other channels before this one, obviously before I met you, before I met the Twitter fam, etc. So I
Right.
kind of had it before. I always liked doing it. I was always a music head. I love music, and then I thought it was a cool idea to kind of combine me having a passion for music and then being able to learn music from around the world, like kind of learn people's culture. So I thought it'd be cool for me to do to learn for myself and to show the world like, hey, there's other music around there that's just as cool and what you're used to.
Yeah. No,
So
I think it's really neat because that's what I saw yours too when I first, because I didn't even know what it was.
yeah,
And I've heard of like The Voice over here or America's Got Talent or something,
Mhm.
and you're like popping these things on and these people like sing like amazing things, and I was like, whoa, what is this? And it seemed like you knew what you were talking about. You've been watching it, and so yeah, it's pretty neat.
yeah, it's a learning curve for I guess everyone who's watching slash who's in it.
Hmm.
So I thought it's good to bring educational value to the viewers. So that way they can leave with something. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, yeah, that's what it's all about. Like I said, we keep telling people, bring value. Some people can't understand that. You got to think about, what the viewers, if they don't get some kind of value, that can be education or entertainment. Either one, they can learn something or they can just have fun. But you got to give them something so that they want to come back.
exactly, and I think that's important. Like Roberto Blake says it all the time. I don't know if you will follow him closely enough, but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
he's one of the big ones that mention it all the time in his videos. Like bring value. That's
Hmm.
it. Just bring value, and it'll all work in the end. I guess you could say. But yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's a big thing in shareability. If people, like you, that's one thing with the reaction things and with music or something that's like popular on TV is that when somebody watches something they really like it, they'll share it with their friends. And the more people share, that's more then the algorithm starts picking you up. That's one of
Yeah,
the most important things, and people don't realize it. And I said, trying to make shareable content. Why would someone want to tell their friends about it? That's how things go viral. You can make the best content if people just watch it and click like.
hmm
It's not really going to go anywhere. But when people start taking and giving it out to their friends, and their friends pass it around, then that sends signals that that this is something hot. That you know, it, you know, it, it's going to get more click through than just because right now everybody's like, oh, go watch my video, give it a thumbs up or whatever. That
hmm
and a lot of those in pride, I don't think they pay much attention to that anymore. But
No,
when people are
it's
sharing your stuff, that's you know I mean, each person can have like 100 friends that
hmm
they could put it out there, and who knows how many of them take it and give it to their friends. So
yeah,
that's biggie.
yeah. The way I look at it is like you have 100 views, right? Or I mean, 100 people you share it to. Only 10% will look at it. That's 10 eyes, and then maybe those 10 people will share it,
Hmm.
and then it just keeps going. It's like a snowball effect.
Yeah,
But it's the way you share it too, because like you say, a lot of these Facebook pages, you see people kind of saying they post their link and be like, come subscribe without like giving a context what their channel's about or what they're trying to
yeah,
put out there for you. So it's like, hey, just click this link and subscribe without knowing what I do, you know?
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
Yeah.
People kind of misinterpret that, I guess, the power of social media.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. If you get something like this started, like I said, this is a good time to experiment and to try things because it's people are stuck at home. There's a lot more people on the internet than, there usually is. And they're looking for a lot of different things too. So, couldn't hurt.
Exactly.
It goes with the philosophy, you just, like you said, you just keep, trying different things. And if it works, go all in. And if not, you waste, a little time or something. I mean, you didn't waste like money and,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's free for me to upload. It's free for you to upload. It's free for them to watch. And you're not really wasting time if you're learning about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everything you probably messed up on YouTube is a way of you learning, hey, now I know for next time not to do this,
Exactly.
So,
That's what the channel I got, Lottery of Life is just, I'm not really there trying to just grow that. It's like where I experiment. I try different things, like I pop on and do a quick live, or sometimes the other night I just popped on real quick and did a live. And before anybody like jumped in and started chatting, I came on, did live, ended it, and then downloaded it because I forgot to put on private. You can actually, if you don't have time to make a quick video, Mike, you can just go on here and put on private, hit live, go live, do your little talk, whatever, and then just download it, being YouTube and private, then you can download it from there and upload it as a video, and then you can delete that live. So if you don't have time to get out your camera and film and edit and do all of that, if you just want to like get a couple words out to your fans or something, or hey, this is gonna, Frozen 2 starting and we're gonna be doing videos, if you just want to do something quick, you can just do it like on this app. So I just, that's what I was doing on here. I didn't care if I went on and 50 people came on or one person, or I just know that it's a learning curve, that there's things I'm messing around on here that I'm not like messing up my hydroponics channel.
yeah.
And then whatever works I use and whatever doesn't.
That's some cool stuff, though. That's a good way to put it, I guess, for you at least. You're using the Lottery of Life to learn as well.
Yeah.
And to educate, but that's pretty cool.
Right. And I did, that's why I, just went live on here a lot. And now I wasn't going live on my hydroponics channel because whenever I did, I didn't really know what I was doing. And I go live and lose like 10 subscribers, So they're like, who is this guy?
Like, what is he talking about?
Yeah. But the last month, I haven't uploaded any videos. And that's another thing they tell you is if you do videos, don't do lives or don't mix them up because the algorithm, this or that, will kill it. I did nothing but videos up till like last month. And I've been going live all last month, like once a week, and doing a Q&A and getting like close to 1,000 or sometimes over 1,000 views on a Q&A and making sales. All the products I've been going on and, the little crawlers and everything you got on there. I put, hey, downspouts are buy one, get one free, link down in the description.
Yeah.
So I've been doing that. And my channel, the regular views have just increased, because everybody's at home and this is springtime. Everybody likes gardening and that. But it's went up to, I think in the last 48 hours, been like 20,000 views.
That's awesome, though. That's why I believe that YouTube gives you these features for a reason, and it's for you to use them.
Yeah.
People say don't mix and match. It's like it's really not hurting you. You're providing more content for your viewers, and then that's all it is. It's that simple.
Right. I think it's the way they're, like you said, the viewers are perceiving it. If they just like if you're doing just cinematic videos and everything's, and then you come on and you go live and you're just talking, maybe that's totally different than what they were looking for. And maybe that's what killed this or killed traffic. And maybe they're not coming back to watch your next one, so, I've seen some say you got to separate them and some don't or whatever. So I think, like I said, as long as you're providing good context for your viewers, they know why you're coming on, and you're doing a Q&A, they're waiting like you, who knows, they might want to come on if you're going to, whatever the next big person is singing or something, you're like, hey, we're going to talk about this or whatever, but if you're coming on and talking about Cheerios or something, then so that, like I said, the context really matters as far as what you're doing. So I think lives can help. It's just it's got to resonate with your viewers.
Exactly. You just gotta, keep it within your niche, I guess you could say. Like your
Yeah.
live streams are about gardening, right? On the other channel.
Right.
Exactly. You're not like going over there just like telling stories about what you did the other day or something like that. So
Yeah.
So it's a cool thing to do. I mean, I encourage it for people who are starting out, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because
So
it's still going to be out in their algorithm regardless. It's like a regular video because YouTube uploads it as a natural video when you're done live streaming. So
mhm.
so it's just another video on your channel that would get you out there, and then maybe people will catch on to that as well. So
Yeah. One thing too, I see a lot of them forgetting to do is actually putting like your tags, and doing a title description and all that. When like StreamYard, you have to get on there, you have to put a title.
yeah,
And if you do an accurate description or whatever, because your defaults won't show up in there on your
yeah,
live. If you make it on here, so if you got your channel set up with defaults, it won't be in there. So if you schedule your live, when you go to do your description, go over to your defaults and get your description that you put in all yours and copy and paste it in there before you go live. And if you got tags, that first thing, it won't give you a spot to do tags. So what I usually do is schedule my lives, unless I don't care. Sometimes I just go on random like this and just pop on. But if you're thinking you want this to be like an evergreen thing or you want it pushed out, then go ahead and schedule it. Go back into the YouTube Creator Studio and put your tags in there before you go live. And then that way the algorithm knows when your video goes live, it goes, oh, it's about this, this, and this, without just guessing. So if it doesn't know who to put you in front of, it won't put you in front of anyone. It'll just put you out to a couple of your followers.
yeah.
But if you go ahead and do your tags and everything, so if you want, you might get some organic traffic, like while you're live, if you're on for an hour, it might still be putting you out to like different people. Because once in a while, I'll have someone pop in and say, "Hey, I'm new here or whatever," and I'm like, "Where'd you hear from us?" And they're like, "I don't know. You just popped up in the notifications, or the suggested, over on the side of the suggested feed or something like that." So
I didn't know YouTube did that with live videos that they kind of suggested.
yeah. So it takes a little while once you get going, but then you start, like I said, if you give it the metadata, I think, so that it can see, if you don't put none of that, then it can't tell, it doesn't know, just except for what your channel's about. And it probably won't, push you out very much anyway, if you're not going to put forth effort and do all that other stuff, to give it the information it needs.
So I might have to consider that next time I go live. Is because like I didn't know how to put tags on StreamYards because like you said, it wasn't an option for that besides the description and title. So
Right.
yeah, I might have to work on that next time.
Yeah, I find a huge difference with that sometimes. If I go ahead and take the time and do all that first and schedule out the stream, and then if I just go live, because one thing, I mean, if you've got to have the base, but you got about almost 10K, so it should be pushing it out, but it depends on like the time of day or when people are, are in school or work or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you don't have a big subscriber base, and you want to get pushed out, you go ahead and, get all that done and put it in there. But I see a lot of people don't put any tags or lots of them don't even put a description. They'll just put a title. Hey, come hang out with me. And if you got a couple of friends and that's all you want to do, that's cool. But if you want to, get some organic traffic, go ahead and try and put all that stuff in. You never know.
Yeah, I might have to. It's something I got to experiment with, I guess.
Yeah.
It's another learning objective.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and then that one other, I don't know if you saw one of my streams I was talking about. This guy did an interview with the head of search and discovery at Google.
Yeah, I seen that.
You seen that? That was pretty cool. That's a lot of interesting information in that, and that's coming from the guy who heads up search and discovery.
Yeah,
So,
that's cool stuff.
Yeah, and not a lot of like you want it like all of us, maybe we're just kind of guessing, or it's because it's worked with you and it's worked with me and it's worked with X, Y, and Z. So we figured that's the way it goes.
Mm-hmm.
With billions of people on the platform, it might not be the case. It might just be a, little coincidence that it worked with us.
Yeah,
And,
kind of like a lucky draw, I guess you could say.
yeah. But then when you listen to the guy who's putting together all the systems to get you found out there, so those are the things I like to listen to.
Yeah, it's good knowledge, man. It's stuff that you should keep in your head and kind of know about or have some kind of feeling about. Because you said like you don't really know exactly how it works. It's kind of
Right.
like its own thing, its own what's it called? Its own lane, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Cool.
definitely a big learning curve.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So,
Yeah. So have you seen people like popping in and out or anything?
yeah, sometimes I'll have people pop in. I mean, right now it's kind of an odd time of day because right now I decided to just experiment because I know people are more active early in the morning because it's a different time zone.
Right.
My audience because they're in Indonesian most of them.
Mm-hmm.
So right now it's probably I want to say nighttime for them, maybe.
Yeah,
I want
probably.
to say
Yeah,
so.
2 o'clock here. Yeah,
So
so yeah, you have to watch. Yeah, what time you go on and that. And I was getting, I try to do it, with the United States. We're East Coast, so everybody. If you go on too early, people are still sleeping on the other coast, and if you go too late, uh, there's just different things. And I had people in the UK were going, I always miss your show, or whatever. Can you go on earlier? So then I went on earlier, and like 1 or 2 people from the UK would show up, out of like 40 of them that were saying, can you go on early? So yeah, so you got to just watch your time and everything. But it's fun, like I said. And it takes a while, like Pusa Studios. A couple years ago, they were getting on there with like 3 or 4 people, popping on and coming in the live streams and that, and I think they just went. It's like their 2-year anniversary, and they're at 10K,
yeah,
and 50, 60, 100 people show up, every time they pop on now, and it's because they built up a community, people like them, and then they get pushed out, like new people come in all the time.
yeah,
But
they kind of figured out the system when it came to live streaming at a certain time.
right.
That's cool.
But to me, like, I mean, they put a lot of work into me. I'm gonna go on once in a while, or I've got a lot of other stuff going on,
Yeah,
and lots of people when I was Creative Spotlight Show was just wanting to be like a hangout, and I don't mind once or twice coming on. We hang out for a couple hours and that, or but sometimes it's going like 3 or 4 hours, and I'm like, I don't want to do that anymore. I just want to come on, do a little show, and get off.
yeah,
Yeah, I got too much to do to hang around. And there's so many people going live now. Like I said, if they want to see you, I can always pop in somewhere else and chat with them. So instead of tying up all the time on my channel.
yeah. No, I hear you. It makes sense. So makes
Yeah,
sense.
cool.
But
So what else are you up to, Mike? Just working,
just working every
maybe
day, man. Like
going
clocking
to
in.
college?
Yeah, right now everything's online though, so
Right, right.
you can't really go to campus because the whole situation and whatnot,
Yeah.
social distancing and stuff. So they're saying that for school in this semester, the rest of the year it's gonna be online, or the rest
Wow.
of the semester, I should say.
Oh,
So
okay.
up until May, you're gonna be doing everything online. I am hearing that graduation is canceled because they don't want too many people congregating in one area and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So yeah,
Wow.
it's different
Is
for a
it
lot of people.
going to be like canceled or like postponed and indefinitely, or if something happens,
Uh,
they don't have a ceremony, or they have nobody really knows anything yet?
Nobody knows anything right now. It's postponed, I guess you could say, because there's a chance they might maybe carry it on and later in the summer when everything kind of blows over. But right
Right.
now, as far as what the emails are saying, is no one really knows. It's canceled for now
Wow.
until they can figure out another way to do it, or who knows.
Yeah.
So
Crazy times.
crazy times, man. This is gonna be in the books for all of us.
Yeah. So I'm like so friggin' grateful, like all the other stuff that I've been working on, even though, I'm not like making a ton of money, but
Yeah.
that I can still do, because of the internet. I can still do a lot of it, and then if something like eBay sales go to crap, that I can push like my products and my ebooks, and there's different things I can work on. So I'm right now, I'm just so grateful at all of that, because that's kind of like kept me afloat.
Yeah,
Uh,
I hear you.
yeah,
Yeah,
so it's pretty cool. I wish, more people could, kind of see that, take advantage of it, and instead of just whining and, trying to get YouTube famous and getting a lot of money off of YouTube. There's so much other stuff you can do.
exactly. There's a variety of everything, and then people are just so focused on one thing, like tunnel vision, I guess you could say. You
Yeah,
don't realize all the other possibilities you can have.
yeah. So do all your things get claimed like right off the bat? They're all copyright claimed, and
It depends, because like when you do a reaction video on like a big company, let's say, American Idol.
mhm,
If you do
right,
a video on their stuff, they're so quick to copy claim you. It's ridiculous. It's literally instantly when you upload it before it even like finishes processing,
right.
copy claimed already. They're quick on it, man. They're super quick on it. But the best part about it is they don't block your videos. Most they'll revenue share or just completely monetize your video with their ads.
Mhm,
So that way your video is still up, which is the whole point of my videos, is just to provide entertainment for everyone, regardless if it's monetized or not. It doesn't
right.
bother me. But yeah. But then there's other companies that you'll react to a video and it'll just completely block it, like out of their country or like just everywhere in general. So and they're
Yeah,
quick on it too sometimes. So
yeah. There was like on TikTok, I got a second channel
mhm.
where I'm doing like I was doing movie trivia. It's called movie trivia, and I was coming on like doing little movie quotes, and the people would guess what movie it's from. And then I did a little clip, and it like got 10 or 20,000 views. So I started putting up clips. People like that. So I put a little 15-second clip. They guess the movie or whatever, and some people get on talking. Oh, that's my favorite movie. I haven't seen that in years.
Yeah.
And one of them, I think this morning I just put up was like Braveheart, and
Braveheart.
it was just the end of it where he's like, "You bled with Wallace, now bleed with me."
Yeah.
And just that one part, and then I dubbed in freedom, and did like a little overlay, a little quick thing like that. But as soon as I put it up, it was like set to private. And and this is with some places, China, that's running this or whatever. I put that up, and it was like, like that. It's like, nope, it's set to private, no one can see it. And I even took it down and took off all the words, and just put music, some trending music behind of it. And
Yeah.
even with just the video, it recognized it like that fast too. And
Really?
yeah, shut it down.
That's insane how the AI works on those apps and stuff like that.
That is. Yeah.
Insanely smart and intelligent. Like it's crazy. Like the whole like facial recognition here on YouTube, when you upload like a shock thumbnail or something,
Mm-hmm.
YouTube takes that and then puts it out there like with something interesting, just because
Yeah.
you have a surprised look on your face in the thumbnail.
Yeah. Have you looked into, I forgot what it was called. I asked. That's what the Andrew and them over at Pusa Studios told me on Google. It's like Google Analyze or something, and you upload a picture or a thumbnail or whatever you want,
Mm-hmm.
and it like recognizes all the faces, little wine bottles. It can tell you what's with whatever probability. I'll say like 75% of chance that that's a wine bottle over there or something. And
Yeah.
then when you put it in, I forgot what I plugged in one time. Oh, you remember when I did the Twitter fam, and I did where all of our icons popped in? There was like 50 of us. I
Yeah,
did a
yeah,
little
yeah.
thing.
I remember that. Yeah.
I put that into it, and tracking went like crazy. It picked up like a face, and then
Yeah.
it was tracking all of these faces and everything. You saw these little dots and marks and everything going all over, and I was like, wow.
That is insane to see
From one
technology like that.
little thumbnail or one little thing like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and those albums, so some of them were pretty like small. Like I didn't think like computer would automatically pick up on that. Like, hey, this is this, this is that.
Yeah, it was looking, it knew that they were all faces, and it was trying to recognize like each one of them.
That is some interesting stuff, man. That's cool and scary at the same time.
Yeah, both. That's what they said. We're nowhere near it, but they're getting to a point where we're not going to have to put tags in, or we're not going to have to do metadata, that the AI is going to be able to tell from what we say and what it analyzes from your video, what your video is about.
That's mind blowing. I'm gonna have to play with that later. You said it's Google Analytics or Google.
Yeah, I forgot. I'll try and find it. forgot what it was, what part it was. Yeah, but it was just some kind of recognition for like the uh, your thumbnails, and you could plug it in, and like you said too, it says, you know, that this is a surprise look, or this is a mean look, or you know. And one of my logos is good for us to like practice with. My logo, for some reason, I don't know if it was Keep On Growing or what, it kept getting it mixed up with Honey Nut Cheerios, that it kind of looked kind of similar or something, and it was, this is about Honey Nut Cheerios. And it was like, no, it's not. So maybe that explains, yeah, why you get, you know, the wrong kind of traffic sometimes. So
That's interesting, man. I'm very curious. I might upload a picture with all that stuff in the background and see if it picks it up on that, you know?
yeah, because who knows how strict they get like in the future, you know, if they start talking about branding and stuff, you know, especially if you're like monetized, and that it will look, and how quick it'll be able to pick up on stuff, you know, or we're going to have to, you know, people do it on TV already. They're not allowed to put different, you know, they'll have everything covered up or change the
Word
name.
out, yeah.
Right. So we're just having, you know, we're competing with TV, and sooner or later we're going to have to follow all the rules and that they do too.
Yeah. I mean, the good thing about my thumbnails is I kind of crop myself out and then put a different background, so it's not. I really don't have any other branding besides what video I'm reacting to at the time. So,
Right. Yeah.
thing, less to worry about.
Yeah. No doubt.
Yeah.
Cool.
I wonder if they're gonna start doing that with videos itself. You know, like let's say we're on here right now, and how you see my background, you see like Miami Heat in the background, blah blah. I wonder if they're gonna have like technology soon that can kind of read that as the video's playing.
Yeah. If it can pick it up off a thumbnail, you know, sooner or later it's going to break down. You know, the thing is, we're shooting right now, you know, at like, we're putting like 25 frames a second is like the normal thing.
Yeah.
But you know, they're shooting at 30 or 40. But so you're talking about them taking that and analyzing that many times, so many seconds. You know, that's a lot of frames for them to analyze. But it might take like every so many seconds, and like, you know, analyze, you know, to see if, because you're not like changing every 1/24th of a second.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have to analyze like every frame. So I'm pretty sure it's, you know, they're going to figure something out. But
Sure.
yeah, anything to stop them from getting a lawsuit. You know, you never know. You might have all those things, logos and everything, and then you might perfectly good channel, and then one day you might start talking about Nazis or something, or doing something, and you know, and Dunkin' Donuts is right up there, and they're like, "Hey, what the hell's going on?" You know?
Exactly. You can't be linking Nazis and Dunkin' Donuts.
So you know that they're working on all of this stuff, because it's, you know, right now it's kind of like the Wild Wild West. That's why all these different regulations are coming out. People are flipping out about it, but it's only going to get worse and worse. The more popular YouTube gets and more mainstream, and the more money gets involved, it'll get more strict.
Oh yeah, but it's, you know, it's to protect them from lawsuits, like you said, like the whole child protection law. They got a big lawsuit over that before they changed the whole kids channel and stuff. So
yeah, and all these people, all the bitching and moaning and complaining they're doing, and we're like, you know, the underlying fact is they're trying to protect kids.
Exactly.
And you know, so even if it's a little inconvenient, the extra we can do, and you save a couple of kids somewhere. If it was just a couple, it's not saying thousands, you know, it'd be worth it. But they're all complaining, and then of course the gurus are running around with hair on fire saying, you know, they're going to be shutting down channels, blah. And how many people are actually just gone because of that? You know, there's people that just quit. I see a lot of them, but because, you know, everybody ran around with their hair on fire and freaking out for a month. That's why I like just got off live streaming for a while, because people kept coming in. What am I going to do? And I'm like, blah, 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 blah. People are saying, if you got bright colors, kids like bright colors, you're going to be shut down, and all kinds of stupid stuff. And I was like, I just got tired of answering. I was like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, I've noticed when you would hop on, I'm in the chat, I just see questions like that flooding in your section. It's like,
yeah,
it's like, come on.
Yeah. So I'm glad I kind of made the change, and it's more. Like I said, I kind of want everything to die down, that whole crowd that I had and everything. You know, I love them all to death, but I want to change to something else. I'm going to be having entrepreneurs, like I interviewed Carolina from, you know, Twitter fam. There's a lot of people in our Twitter fam. Yeah, I want to interview you one time, put you on there, and you know, Todd. You know, there's a bunch of people, you know, that I think would be cool. I don't you know, like I said, I don't want to be like a individual kind of help thing. There were people, I don't mind helping a couple of people once in a while, but some people you can give them all the help and advice you can give, and they won't do anything.
Exactly, they won't listen. So it's like you're kind of wasting your breath at that point, you know.
Right. So I'm like, I don't mind doing it once in a while, but I said, you know, I got a lot of other things I can be doing to generate revenue or something, or do something. And, so I don't mind helping out once in a while, but I can't devote an entire channel and a big section of my life, just for that charity
Exactly.
work for creators or
Exactly.
whiny creators.
And there's a lot of them, a lot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's, I don't know, man. It's crazy. I'm sure
Yeah.
there's gonna be another big thing that people will be flipping out and quitting YouTube over.
Yeah. Yeah. It's always something, but you know what, Mike, if you do something that looks like it would be like maybe on TV, it doesn't have to be the production value or whatever, but it's, you're not on here cussing left and right. And it's stuff that an advertiser wouldn't mind putting their ads in front of,
Mm-hmm.
whether you have ads or not, but as long as it's like family friendly and things that you might see as a TV show. Cause some TV shows are not all like G rated. There's other, but as long as it's something that would be kind of mainstream, that's what they're looking for. And that's what they're going to be favoring, pushing
Mm-hmm.
out. All these people are coming on doing like stupid stuff on here, and or just doing a hangout. The more you can get niche down, targeted, where they know what kind of ads to put, because the advertisers bid on it.
Mm-hmm.
And the more you can get niche down like that, and you can help YouTube make money too, the more you're gonna, in the future, I think that's the way it's going. It's going to be competing with mainstream TV. Netflix and everything already is. Cable TV's kind of going down. That's coming
Yeah.
up, and then YouTube is like TV on demand. You get to watch what you want, and you get to interact with you can't watch Netflix and sit there and type and talk to someone on the screen.
Exactly.
YouTube's going to be the next thing once mainstream, like the world starts to learn about this. It's going to be cool, and this thing right now that it's happening is kind of speeding it up, because a
Yeah.
lot of people that didn't get on, there's tons of people like Zoom, this one, all these different Skype, everything's getting flooded right now because everyone's doing online things. So even people that weren't even wanting to try it are kind of forced and pushed into it. And then lots of them are going to be like, hey, this isn't too bad. And a lot of them are going to be, that was kind of cool. I was on there with 6 people and we talked about blah, blah. It's going to start to get more mainstream because of what's happening right now.
Exactly. And it's more of a personal touch because you're talking to the viewers itself, and then people love that engagement, like
Mm-hmm.
especially if you ask a question and then you answer it, people love that. Like, wow, he really cares or she cares. They're taking their time to really talk to me while I'm trying to watch their video. So
Right. And you never know, like if you blow up and all of a sudden you're like a star, 5 years from now, imagine the people that were like popping on and talking with you now. They're like, hey, I knew Mike when he first started. He was like in his bedroom doing reaction videos or whatever, so it's kind of cool to follow along with people right now. And, who knows who the next big star is going to be, and we could be, one of the people we're talking with, on a weekly basis or something.
Exactly. It can happen anytime. It can
Yeah.
happen like 10 seconds from now. It can happen a day from now. You don't know.
Nah.
Yeah.
It's just weird. You could be the girl with the snake in a van or something. And
Yeah, exactly. And just out of nowhere overnight get 1 million subscribers.
Yeah.
That to me was like literally the craziest thing I've ever seen on YouTube by far.
That was.
Just this girl's like, you know what? I'm gonna just record my life of living in a van, and all of a sudden, boom, blew up. Brand deals, people reaching out to her, big creators doing videos with her. It's like, wow.
Yeah. That was like a perfect storm, I think, because she was a good creator. She did, film good. She was a great personality, but van life is like trending at the time, and that's what she's living in her van. So that's like number 2. And then she had a following on like Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you start a channel on YouTube, if you tell all your followers, hey, I'm starting YouTube, my first video is going to be this day. I really appreciate if y'all would. So if you pop up your first video somewhere and 10,000 people jump on it and saying how much they love it and sharing it with everyone, I can see it, blowing up. There was this nefarious thing. They're like, oh, they just favored her and just put her in front of everyone.
Yeah, which that's
But
not the case.
there was a lot of different pieces that went together there.
Exactly.
And yeah, so that was the perfect storm. It was kind of fun to watch that.
Yeah, and what really blew my mind is that she mentioned in one of her earlier videos on how she started and stuff was she's a bit of a perfectionist. So what she was saying is about that is like she won't upload it until she feels like it's entertaining enough for her.
Right.
So she said she didn't upload, but she worked on several videos before she posted her first van life video.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, so it was like basically perfect timing for her that she finally found a video that she loved herself and uploaded, and all of a sudden blew up.
Yeah.
It just blows my mind that perfect timing.
Right.
But,
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. There's like my hydroponics. I've got this other channel. They started doing microgreens,
mm-hmm.
and they got a little concession trailer, built it out. But their videos look professional, and they're real charismatic couple.
Yeah.
And they just started a couple of months ago, and I think they just hit 20,000.
Wow.
And they're going to pass me by in no time. But I love watching the stuff, and I've talked to them from when they had like 1,000 followers or whatever.
Yeah.
But they're doing all the right things. They're doing their tags, titles, description. They got good looking thumbnails. It's like the perfect storm, like I said, all the stuff. So when people think, it's too tough, and I know a bunch of other gardeners have been struggling, and hell, I've been doing it 3 years, and here they started like 6 months ago, and they're going to pass me like, that quick. But it's cool watching that stuff that is still possible, that it's not, all these excuses we have, that you can still, anybody can still start, and as long as you're doing the right things, you never know, you're going to be the one that pops.
Exactly, you never know, and it's all like you said, thumbnails, titling, tags, that all works together.
Yeah,
and I
that's
can't really
all the basics. That's
exactly.
like so if they think you're going to do good thumbnails, then your channel's going to blow up. It's not that. All those things are like basics. Like that's the foundation. You got to know how to do all of it.
Exactly, it goes hand in hand. Thumbnails are really big as well, though. I mean, it's not a sole thing. It's not like one thing you have to completely focus on, but it's important to have. You don't want bad quality thumbnail, like very small lettering, and then people have to like squint and get really close to the screen and read it.
Yeah. If you don't get that click, it don't matter how good your content is.
Exactly.
They got to at least click first to at least see the first 8 seconds of your video, or it's not going to work. But yeah, there's so much, like I said, if you just do all your best practices and that, but the possibilities right now out there, it's just, to me, there's another one, Jeb, he just he sings, puts like opera music on when he does it. It's like kind of quirky.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure, he had like 500,000 or almost 1 million followers or something. He's been doing it a while, but it's like growing like exponentially. And to see other people doing that, you're like, okay, cool. The possibility is still out there. So you just got to work on your stuff.
Exactly. And people really follow you for your personality anyway. So if you find a way to like implement that in your videos, you're golden. If people like your personality, they'll like your videos.
Right, exactly. That's what, see, like mine, I do like some crazy stuff on mine. I just do like, because I got to be creative once in a while. But those people like it. I put music in, and some people come on and go, because we're all creators. We know a bunch of creators, right? So they come and look at stuff, and they're like, music's unnecessary. Comes down, or they'll put something like whatever. These other people are saying they like that, they're tired of watching the same video over and over. These other people are saying, they said yours are refreshing. So that's my little group that I'm going after.
Yeah.
And so it's cool. Like I said, you get to be a little creative, but like you said, if people realize it, I mean, mine's not a big channel, but like I said, the little relationships you built in that, now when things like this happen, I have the opportunity to sell. Like you were saying, jab, 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 right hook. Now I'm doing the right hook because I've been giving people free information for 3 years. Now when I turn around and say, hey, I've got a PDF, or I got this, people are happy, to get in. And, I'm happy to make something for them. But, it's not that I have 1 million followers, but I've got, just 20. And I think yesterday I broke I think my AdSense went over 400, went over 500. a month, and then my Amazon affiliate links went over 400 a month. I never had them
Yeah.
like that high before, but it's because you've been building up that relationship, and then you've got everybody's at home, all these different things coming into play. Which, if I wasn't ready for it, that when this time happened, if I was just assing around,
Yeah.
but because you were putting things in place and giving people value, that when this time happens, the serendipity of it all,
Mm.
that it all kind of falls into place. So yeah, I'm stoked about all that stuff, and that doesn't even count like the products that I'm selling. I mean, that was a couple grand, and then you get ebooks, PDF.
Books,
It's like
yeah.
passive income. I just put links down in every one of my videos, and people are just getting it, and you don't do anything. You post it somewhere, on a website.
Hmm.
They go there, they buy it, they download it, and you don't physically do anything except for that initial setup.
Exactly. Yeah, whatever you're putting out there. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's tons of stuff you can do, and like I said, I'm just like stoked. That's why I like sharing with everyone. I think if I stopped doing this like Lottery Life and took all this time and went all in on more, I'd probably make more money or something. And
Yeah.
but so yeah, the possibilities are out there. I just hope some people take advantage of it, and then when you do this and you put it up, like
Mm.
if you put yourself out there on the internet, if YouTube's around 20 years from now, somebody 20 years from now might turn it on and be watching it.
Yeah.
You never know. What are we? I mean, Mike, you're like in your 20s or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you only be like 45. You could be 55, 30 years from now. Somebody might turn on one of your videos and be watching it.
Yeah. Like, hey, I've seen you before.
Except you were much younger then.
Yeah.
But imagine if they're still placing ads and stuff, and some of your things like Evergreen, or somebody wants to look at something from, like I look at music from 20 or 30 years ago. I listen to like friggin' music from the 30s or 40s,
Yeah.
So you never know, 30, 40 years from now, that it's just mind-boggling, all the stuff we're going through right now.
Yeah. No, I still get people commenting videos I uploaded like 3 years ago.
Yeah,
Blows my mind that
yeah,
people are still watching like the older videos and it's still kind of circulating around YouTube.
yeah,
So
yeah. That's wild.
it makes me happy, but also like shocks me too, like the possibility of that. Like you said, from 30 years ago, there'd probably be people commenting on his live stream alone if it's still up.
Yeah, and you'll be sitting there. It might be like your 80th birthday or something, and everybody's around, and you get a notification. You're like, "Wait a minute, I got to answer somebody from
From YouTube
from
from 30
50
years
years."
ago.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I got to run, Mike. I got to get back to work.
All right, man. Yeah, I probably gotta hop off in a little bit too, grab some lunch. You know.
Yeah, yeah. And I cut the air back on here. It's getting kind of warm. That's another reason why I started at night too. Is because I'm out in the garage and the air is making noise. So
Yeah, and then it's also the heat too, so you can't sit there in the heat,
yeah,
suffocate, sweat.
cool.
So,
Yeah, just let me know if you're popping on, if you want to get on and chat with you. Shoot me a DM beforehand. If you do like music and you just want to talk about something, and if to get you started. I don't mind jumping on chatting for a little while.
for sure, I'll be happy to send you a DM. And like, if you said you wanted to interview me in the future,
Yeah.
feel free to message me. We'll work a day out. I'll
Okay.
hop on real quick, do a video with you, whatever you like to do. Just let me
Yeah,
know.
I usually do little 30-minute ones, and I'm just starting. Like I said, I'm trying to get in a little different aspect of it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to line up some interviews, and when I get some free time, and then all this nuttiness that's going on in the world right now, kind of settles down.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to start putting those up. But yeah, cool. I'd like to have you on.
Sure, man. Thank you so much for coming on and kind of help me figure out this whole StreamYard business.
Yeah, mess around with it, push all the buttons, do all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah, I might upgrade to the paid version just to have different kind of banners and videos, to keep it professional. So,
yeah, because instead of just this little green one at the bottom,
yeah,
you can actually do overlays and PNGs, little transparent things, and you can put it over, so you can actually have, if you cut us down, you can have different backgrounds and all kinds, a lot of possibilities when you do that.
yeah,
But you got to figure it out, because there's not a whole lot of it. All it does is says backgrounds, and it has overlays, and that's it. And it doesn't kind of explain. You got to kind of figure it out. I can help you with any of that. You know, mine's not professional. I just do something real quick, but there's some guys doing live streaming that got it down pat.
Yeah, I mean, I got to work on my lighting as well too, because like looks like I'm in a fog machine or something right now.
Yeah, is that just one off your laptop or desktop?
It's a webcam I had lying around. It's like a 720p one, so it's
okay.
HD, but yeah,
Right.
it does the job. Because if I connect to my actual camera, my DSLR, the battery's gonna die before I even finish the live stream. You know.
Yeah, and I think StreamYard, most of the live streaming that too, I think they put it out at 722. It doesn't matter if you like shoot 4K or whatever. I think YouTube's going to stream it at 720.
Yeah, but the best thing about it is that if you have the proper lighting, you know, your 720 can look like 1080p sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I turned on my light. That's one of the reasons why I'm sweating in here. So, but
I could turn mine on too, but like it's just too bright. You know what I mean? It makes it look a little bit better, but so I don't know. Something got to work with.
Yeah, this was just the Logitech, the 920 or whatever. And it was those were cheap. Those were like $60 or something too. So
yeah, and yours looks amazing too. You know.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool. And then one just off the Chromebook, you know, that looks a little hazy and all that. But I mean, that works too if I need to.
Yeah, I might change this webcam out for the 1080p one maybe.
Yeah.
Looks, but who knows?
Yeah, if you go to play around with it too, you know, you can come on and just start a broadcast and put it on private, and they got like a test stream where you pop on and put like this screen up, and then you can play with the overlays. Like if you're going to try and upload them and see if it fits or not.
Yeah.
Or intro, so you can just do a little test stream. Just put test, set it to private, and then when you're in there, just don't hit go live. You can go in and out of that test one back and forth and keep messing with the lighting and everything all you want.
I'm gonna have to look at that as soon as I get off.
Yeah. Or you can do like a private live stream with Sabrina, like on her phone. You can just go up, do private, and just send her a link, and then you can mess around with everything and get it all kind of set up and get it all right. But cool, yeah, like what you're doing. I'll catch you later, bud.
All right, man. Thank you for coming on. See you later. Anyway, guys, I am ending the stream. Thank you so much for coming by and watching. And if you're watching it after, feel free to comment down on what would you guys like to see in the live stream in the future. Comment down below. Let me know. DM me if you like. All my social medias will be down below. Make sure to check out Loud Your Life if you want to learn about some cool stuff, or check out Mike's other channels if you want to learn how to grow some vegetables and stuff like that. He's really good at it, and maybe you can grow your own vegetables in your backyard. You know, you can teach people who don't have a green thumb. So he's a miracle work when it comes to growing plants and vegetables. So go check him out, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.